YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 24 video, I'm going to break down the secret tip the pros use to get an amazing pass rush without even having to blitz on defense, starting now. Looking for MUT 24 coins? EasyMUT.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use code SG for 10% off your order. So this tip the pros have been using all year long, and they've been hiding it from you. But I'm about to spill the beans, and the best part is you can really do this from any defensive playbook and any formation you want. However, there are certain formations and playbooks that are a bit better than others. So getting into the video's point right now, I'm going to run the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook in this video. It just has a lot of formations I like: the 4-3 even, the nickel 3-3, the dime, the dollar. But like I said, technically you could use this in any playbook and formation you want, right? So the only thing you really need is to identify the best user on your team. You could have somebody that's a lurk artist, you could have somebody that's pick artist, somebody that's just tall and fast. It really doesn't matter. For me, my user is going to be Campbell. He's just that free linebacker you can get. He's like 6'5", he has good speed. He's definitely a really good user. So we're going to go ahead and use him as the user in this video. So the biggest thing you guys need to know about how to get a better pass rush, no matter what play you call, what coverage you're in, anything, is there's a timer on this year's game for the O-line. And when I say timer, I mean basically the amount of time the game is programmed to let the O-line go before you start to see them allow sheds, disengages, and pressure at the quarterback. And this timer is going to be different depending upon how many players you rush on defense. So if you rush 3 players on defense, it's going to be different than if you rush 4 players on defense. So obviously, guys, the more players you rush, the quicker the game is going to allow you to get pressure on the quarterback. So what can we do defensively in order to always get a fast pass rush, no matter how many players we're technically rushing? Now, there's 2 main methods I'm going to break down in this video that will help you guys out a lot, that can be applied, like I said, to any play, formation, playbook, coverage you want to run. Before we do that, I do want to remind you guys that I do free Madden 24 tip videos, gameplays, and all sorts of high-level content on a daily basis on my channel. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. I do appreciate the support a lot. Now, first things first, guys, there's been a myth this year, which I wouldn't say at the beginning of the year it was completely false, because at the beginning of the year it did work a little bit, but now it works. It does not work at all. I should say it doesn't work at all now. And that's that basically, guys, a lot of people think that if you rush 3, but go ahead and put your user on a blitz angle, the game thinks you're rushing 4, and you're going to get a good pass rush. Well, as I said, that's definitely not going to be the case now. As you guys can see here, I'm rushing 3 and put my user on a blitz angle. I literally have all day long. That no longer will trick the game into thinking that you're rushing 4. The other bad thing about doing that is not only will you not get a good pass rush at all, but also if somebody runs an RPO and actually hands the ball off to the running back, chances are a lot of players on your defense are going to get pancaked. So just to show you guys what I mean right here, I'm just in an RPO, one of the more popular ones in the game, and you guys can see there were quite a few pancakes and some very bad run defense being played right there. So you definitely don't want to use this method anymore. So what can we do on defense to make sure that we not only get a good pass rush, but we don't get pancaked by RPOs and don't play bad run defense while not blitzing? Like, I don't want to blitz, I want to play coverage. Well, my favorite way to utilize this is actually to... Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I've helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. User a D-end. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, usering D-ends, D-linemen, that's what bums do. Yeah, in the past I would agree. But this year it's an extremely good concept, because what you can actually do is what I'm going to show you guys here is go ahead and sub your user, especially if you have a linebacker, if you have a lurk artist linebacker, sub him in at the end, right? Because when you have a lurk artist at the end, you can lurk the field, get pick animations, and be fast, just as fast as you normally would be. This will not affect your coverage. You cannot throw at me and think I'm not going to react. I will get really good pick animations and pick the ball off. But more importantly, the game doesn't realize that I'm actually playing coverage. So the trick is right now, if you use a lineman, someone who's actually supposed to be rushing, and not a sub linebacker, you know what I mean? You can't really use their sub linebackers or safeties anymore and get this. But if you actually use a D lineman in coverage, the game will think I'm rushing 4, even though I'm playing coverage. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna, use our sub linebacker, who's Campbell. I subbed him in at the end. I'm not gonna rush. You guys can see here, I'm not rushing. And we get shedded pretty fast. If you guys take a look at the replay, and I'll do it again. I tried to step up in the pocket. It did not work. You'll see that these guys are coming off their blocks. Let's see, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right about 3 Mississippi. You guys can see all these guys are shedding. The other thing I want to note is I stepped up in the pocket. I did not just keep dropping back, which allows sheds to happen faster. I stepped up in the pocket, trying to have good pocket presence, and they still shed it. Now you guys can see here, I'm not rushing with my user. I'm actually just playing the running back in coverage. I'm not, like I said, I'm not playing a pass rush. There's only 3 rushing here, but you guys can see we got a real quick shed. The game thought it was 4, even though it was 3, and that's because I'm on a DN. So I'm gonna do this 1 or 2 more times just so you guys can see it's consistent before I show you guys my next method that's really effective. So again, I'm not going to be, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just gonna play coverage. I'm not gonna pass rush. I am gonna play coverage. I'm gonna just drop back. I'm gonna hike the ball. I'm gonna drop back, and you guys can see, again, we get a pretty quick shed, rushing 3. So my next method of utilizing this is from the 4-3 even. You ideally want to use this with 4 down line sets, such as the dime and the 4-3 even. I really like it from both of them because the dime and the 4-3 even both have good blitzes. So you can essentially hide on the D line and them not knowing if you're blitzing or playing coverage. You can, again, make sure you sub in your best user as your D end. Here, I have Hendricks. Really, I should put Campbell in there, but, whatever. At the end of the day, Hendricks can get lurk artists too if I really wanted to. It's fine for the purpose of this video. But using these 4 down sets will allow you to get more pressure because they don't know if you're blitzing or playing coverage, and your D-line is going to be rushing. So make sure you have a good D-line, preferably 3 good pass rushers, and then you just see your user in the game. So again, you can utilize this from any coverage. You could pick man, zone, match, doesn't matter. Again, the whole key here is, again, I haven't even made any coverage adjustments, that basically you just, at the snap, you just drop back in coverage, guard whatever you need to guard. And again, you guys can see, this 3-down pass rush is shedding super, super fast. Super fast. So there's actually one more thing you guys can do before I end this video to make this even better. Now, I do want you to note, this is only something to do in passing situations. But to take this up to the next level, what you're going to want to do also is go ahead and pass commit. Now to pass commit, you hit R1 or RB and you flick up on the right stick. This is essentially going to make your coverage and your pass rush even better. But like I said, only do this when you know they're passing, because if you do this on 1st and 10 and they run the ball, your defenders just, they're not going to play the run that well. They actually even run slower to the ball. So you can give up big plays. But on that 3rd, 4th, and long, or if you just see someone's passing ball every play, or they're in formation with no run threat, make sure to do this because this is going to improve it even more. So you will see when you do this, you'll get even faster sheds. It might not be super noticeable, but I promise you guys it will help. The other thing I want to note about this is you don't have to pinch the D-line. You don't have to spread them out. You can kind of just leave them whatever. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Just the simple fact that the game thinks we're rushing 4 is what we're really looking for. Again, we get a pretty quick shed there for the sack. Make sure to utilize this in game. You can mix in different coverages with this man-zone match. Mix in the blitz. I promise you guys it's going to be super effective for you. And if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button.